Welcome to step number 3 of building a directory from zero to the first $10,000 a month. Just investing a couple hours a week, and hopefully it works. So, step number 3 is building the database. If you have not seen step number 1 and number 2, I'm going to link them over here. If not, go to the description and I'll link all the steps there. But let's go through them together. Step number 1 was finding your niche. Again, I have to repeat this, but it has to be something you're excited about, because if not, you're gonna drop it by week number 2. In my case, I chose to build a directory of AI tools for small businesses. And I went through step number 1, which is finding your niche and actually buying the domain, and I link over everything there. And but there's many directories. There's people building directories on flower shops, gift shops, playgrounds, like indoor playgrounds, especially here in Norway, but like playgrounds for children and activities for children, which is actually became like a blog in the directory. And it's getting a lot of traffic, and it's not super there's not a lot of competition in the person who started, but this is in Europe, so you can start wherever your location is. I would recommend you to do it locally, and they're doing a revenue share model, which is actually being profitable. And I think they're going to get more than 10,000 a month with this directory and using less time than you would think. So go back to the point. Choose a directory of something you are naturally interested in, because if you don't, this is almost over. Mm. If you don't do that, you're gonna drop this and you're gonna be bored by it by, like, as I said, by week number 2. So we're gonna go through the one that it's mine, the AI tools, because that's what I'm already researching and doing and working with and giving some of my consultant clients. So let's get to it. Step number 3, building the database. Not fun, but we'll get AI to help us out. Okay, we're gonna do it here. As you might remember, I chose Unicorn Platform as my website builder, which was step number 2, choosing your website builder. In that step, go and watch the video. Again, I'll link it over there. But it's important because there's some options. I also gave you another option, which was a bit cheaper. But I think this has all the capabilities I liked and needed to evolve throughout the directory and make it work. I paid for the full year. Anyways, and use my code. You might get a good discount there. Anyways, I chose this. So this is how it looks. It says, "Welcome to the best AI tools for small businesses. My domain is best AI for small businesses.com." It's live. I just put it live out there, but it's not done yet because I'm doing what every week. I'm only spending a couple hours in this. So that's my commitment. As you can see, I already screwed up, like, their database of their own platform logo is gone. But anyways, this is the directory. These are the filters. But the most important part is how it's structured, and here's where you find the database. You click on edit the component, you're going to get the data source, and you're going to get the link to the Google document where you're going to see all the, like, directory with each of the items. Let's go and look how it looks there. So very fast, here is, like, if you click on that link, they give you this template. And in this template, you're going to see, like, they have the title, the text, the category, the rank, and all these like tags they created, but you can edit that yourself and you can change it out if it's verified, if it's premium. If you eventually, in step number 4, when you realize and you want to do the revenue models for the business to actually start making money, you can start charging. If you contact one of these companies, you can start charging them. Oh, you want to, like, show on top, it's gonna cost you this much a month or a year, and then you just put them as premium, and that means they're gonna be on top. So this is their template, and what I did is, basically, first of all, I grabbed some of the platforms that I already use, I already like, and I already did step number 4 here, which is find an affiliate link for these platforms. So step number 3 and 4 might be a little bit intertwined, and we're going to talk about both things. But on step number 4, I'm going to go deeper on all the types of revenue opportunities you might find, even if it's completely different directory. That it's not 100% online, data points, etc. So here, just I started with Unicorn Platform, for example. This is the one I'm using. I created my affiliate link, so here it is. The redirect, then Beehive, because I've used it and I like them, and they're good. also their affiliate plan is very, very good. Shopify, HubSpot, Jasper, Copy AI, Canva, my biggest recommendation. And I'm not affiliated, like you see here. There's no affiliate link in some of this, as you can see, because their program is closed or I haven't gotten it yet. But are the ones that I know manually are good. I've tested them themselves and I actually would recommend them. In this case, this directory is a bit easier for me because I've done consulting for companies who are like looking into what to do and how to tap into AI, but not being overwhelmed with like the millions of apps of AI and how they should be using it and everything, but actually this is like stopping their processes and not really working, and then they don't even know where to apply AI at. So since I've done the work with them or analyzing what are the pain points and how to improve and how to like implement each of these tools, I know which ones actually work best, etc. So I am proactively doing this manually. So I know Grammarly, ChatGPT, and how to use it, etc. HotSuite, Soho, Notion, PayVI. This one was also from here down. I think was all from ChatGPT actually. As you can see, I already have quite a long database. It's not Slack or table, whatever. It's not long enough. But what I did was I took this title, URL, custom direct, page, text, category, rank, all these things. The only challenge I have is the images links. But I took this and I asked ChatGPT, but I'll show you in the next step. I asked, how can you give me a list of and then it gave me the list and I copy paste and I edit it. But let's do it together here. These are the ones I put manually, the links, the page, the text. This is a quick description. Most of it is from AI, and category. And the category was actually quite wrong. That's why I need you to mix a little bit of AI help to start with, but also manual stuff. So it should be something you really like and care about. So in the category section, it's going to show the filters. Let me see. I just wanted to show this part. In the category section, I'm going to put my little face to the side. I can't. It was important for me to do it manually. As you can see, it's like there's some repetition, writing and writing because it's two T's and stuff, that I had to do it manually because I know how small businesses actually go and search for things. This is not done yet, so I have to fix this filters part. But on the database, as you saw, the category made by AI was a little bit random, and I know each of these platforms, what are they mostly to be linked to. So there's platforms that are for web design and also e-commerce and also this and that. Is like, what are they most relevant to use for? Oh, okay, it's newsletter actually, so it's going to be categorized as newsletter. So when my clients or my users actually filter a newsletter, this is where it appears. So that's why that part is very important. I wanted to just make it like connect those two dots. The category was how they're going to filter, and you can add more than one category because a lot of these apps actually cover more than one category. Just to get back to it, here you can where is it here? This is how you divide, like this one, for example, copy AI, it is marketing, is writing, and it's email. And if you do colon, yeah, that's how you call it, punto y coma in Spanish. If you do colon, then you can have many categories for the same one. So I have to go through this myself manually. For example, this is web. I can even say web design, and I can write here web design, and directories. I don't know. Email marketing, Beehive. That's it. They also have leads generation and other things. But anyways, you can go through this. But the most important thing to not make this super video long, because if I do it manually, it's gonna take 3 hours here. It should be less than 2 hours a week. Is to go to ChatGPT and get a longer database of apps, because you should start with at least 100, depending on the type of directory you're doing. If you're doing a directory for playgrounds in the neighborhood of X, of course you don't need it to be 100. But if you're doing a directory for SA, like for SaaS businesses, etc., yes, it should be quite big. So here we are, ChatGPT, and I'm gonna tell him as if you have taken my AI Made Easy course, you know that it's very positive and good to first tell ChatGPT or whichever LLM you're using, who do you want it to respond as. So in this case, I'm saying you're an expert in AI tools for small businesses. Next step, I am building a directory of AI tools for small businesses. So please give me a list in a spreadsheet format of 100 AI tools that are relevant and well rated for small businesses. Prioritize the ones that have good affiliate programs and that are rated the highest by users. Present the following columns. And then I have to go and see its title, URL, custom redirect, page, text, category. And title, URL, page, what was it again? Page, text or description, this short description. Let me see, it says title, page, short description, and then category, and then the rest I'm gonna have to do it myself manually. Short description, and then category, which is which area does it help with? Example, web design or writing or newsletter. This is. Let's see what it gives us. This is live. I have not done this one. Like I started quite some time ago, but like this one is the first time I'm asking ChatGPT for this, and it's gonna say, okay, here it is. So if you're making a directory that is, for example, you can make a directory of AI tools for small businesses in this industry. You can make a niche directories that most likely will have even higher success rate in making revenue the fastest. Then you can ask ChatGPT in this industry, and it's going to give you a much better, well curated list. If it's like in fintech, in for businesses in HR, for businesses in sustainability, for business in this, and that, and it's going to give you a great list of that. Maybe that's my next directory. But here it is. So as you can see, you get like get response on a category. When what I do is basically copy. It's quite manual, huh? I'm sure I can make it in a better way. Just exporting, but this is what I have as of now, and hopefully it's easy enough for you to do it. But I copy and paste on my Excel sheet, and then I arrange and organize. Oh, here I had already some, as you can see, but I copy paste some of the content, and as you say, I only had page, and then it says text, send, and category, and then I have to, or I want to. Here I said that it was only what? How many was there? It's not that many. But anyways, in my case, then here, this is going to be the boring part, and I'm not going to bore you in this video with that, but then you should go and do it and spend those couple hours doing that. Go one by one, actually checking and getting your, instead of customer redirect, I already go there and make the affiliate link and already do it, even in this step. That's why I said we're going to mix it 2 steps, because the next step is the revenue creation, but it should start here, and so you don't have to go back and do it. Let me Let me get back to this. And hopefully, this is helpful. If it looked boring, because it is boring, this part is boring. You can do a lot of it automatically. There are some crawlers that can help you. There are some other tools. In the part, I forgot to mention, in the part of the directory on the right side, when it's asking you for the image URL, maybe we should do it manually. You're gonna have to find the image because of the design of this directory. It has an image in the background and it has a logo. So you need a static place where this image lives. I usually go to the websites and right click and source. I'll show you. Give me a second. So on this part, for it to show the I have to erase this too because it doesn't exist anymore. But image URL and logo URL. Let's do one of them. I'm going to do logo URL for you to see how to get the static image link from their own website, which might change, or you download it and you save it in a host on your own and then you link it yourself. But this is the easiest in my perspective. You go and copy their image source. Here is the platform and this is the logo, right? So I just right click and click on inspect and it's gonna take me to inspect that image class. So usually you find the source and here it is. So basically this source you're going to copy. I don't remember. Here. You copy and paste it on the other side. You paste it here and it should automatically work. Let's see. It actually took some minutes, but let's see if I refresh and it appears there. There you go. And it appears also in the background because I was too lazy. If you see the others I did take some background image. Um, so it looks like you could click on it and actually go and see the website itself. But yeah, here I was a bit lazy. But it works. This is what this design is made for, right? It's already made like that and you can choose. So we didn't have to do this manually. I tried to ask ChatGPT to give me the static image IMG's SCR like link in the same table and it didn't work. But maybe you make it work. Maybe you try with Perplexity or with Gemini or something else, and it's just gonna be just faster to get the whole list automatically made by AI instead of you having to do it, or crawl it in a more effective way. You can say you can use a crawler and ask for like the list of companies or titles. Yeah, the companies that you search for or that you have in your directory, and then ask it to make a table with their image and their logo, static image. If it's a good crawler, it might be able to pull that off and then just copy paste and upload it. But basically, that is it for how to build a database. This is how I built a database within this directory, within this format. Okay. Yeah, it might be different if you chose another one, but my point here was just to exemplify how you can do it in the most effective way. And hopefully, it doesn't take that long. I think this step is the one that is going to take the longest, though. So, this step might be the one that takes the longest, and this step might be the one that is the most tiring. But I think it's important to have it basically well done in the beginning. In this step, I don't know if you could see, but if you click on any of my apps that I'm showing there, it takes you directly to the app. So I actually changed the structure instead of opening a full page for them to be able to see, I don't know, like opinions or more information about the platform. I take them directly because what I want is for them to actually go visit the the tool that I'm mentioning. And then if they actually convert for whatever reason, I get a revenue share or an affiliate from that link that I share. Not all of them, but the most important part in this case is not to focus in that every single one that you post there has an affiliate or a revenue share line, but it actually is well made and it's relevant and it's apps and tools that are relevant for the user who's going to go visit it. So as of now, we've been doing 3 steps, as we said. This is the step that is going to take, I would encourage everybody just to take like a couple hours, do this, put it live, and then you remember that I said a couple hours every week. These couple hours every week after you've done the bring in traffic, creating the content, the revenue models, and all those things, after all that's set up and live, this couple hours a week should be spent in improving this database and improving how the categories are made, how the links work, how the descriptions are made, if the experience of the user when they select and filter, does that really match what it is, the organization, and actually maintain. If you get a couple of these tools that are actually paying you to appear on top because now you have a relevant amount of traffic, then you have to like maintain that part. So the database is going to be, I think, the one that you're going to want to improve, maintain well throughout time. And that's where your like one of those 2 hours a week are going to be spent on. The other hour is going to be spent in continuing finding ways, new ways to bring traffic, I think. So let's get working on this and hopefully next week we go through the, I think is one of the most exciting steps, which is for revenue streams, finding the revenue streams. I think that's the most exciting part because it's right now that we have nothing, it's full of opportunities. And we can take some examples. If you comment down below, what are the directories that you would like some examples about? Maybe that's not the one you're working on because you're afraid that a lot of people are working in this same one. Don't be afraid. There's like not that many people watching this video anyway. So um comment so we can tap into these different ones. I'm going to give the examples that I'm going to be using for a tool like SAS tool on the internet. And I'm going to give examples for local kind of directories like the flower shop or the children's playground, children's activities kind of directory. Um, and the types of revenue that you can get going from the beginning, and then what might be like an opportunity later on when you start growing the traffic of your directory. And then the last step is in step number 5. It's also very important and it's part of the ones that are going to be the always on type of activity, is how to bring new traffic. And don't think it's just like, oh, ads, we're going to try to take it completely organic, because not everybody's going to be able to spend some money in like creating ads. You can do that, great, but we're gonna tap into ways of bringing SEO content, we're answering questions, getting like the right kind of users for them to actually be able to share about it and stuff. So many ideas to bring traffic to your directory that is valuable, and that's going to be step 5. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. Of course, I forgot to say, click on subscribe, like, share, comment, engage. It's also helpful, and I really like engaging and talking to you guys. So mostly if you want to share what are you working on, because I get motivated and inspired seeing that there's more than one person or more than 3 people actually building this together with me. So please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.